Well, summer has been here for a couple of days, but in reality, it's felt like summer now for a few weeks as the heat's continued to build and build. And Taylor, for the next few days, we keep building, but then there's a change coming.
Yeah, we are looking ahead towards a pattern flip a little bit later in the week. And of course, you're going to tell us more about that coming up in just a second. I'm going to talk more about that heat. If you've been outside, you are feeling it. Looks pretty nice from our Gadsden camera. But if you're outside, it just feels downright hot. In fact, we feel like 103 right now in Gadsden. At times today, those feels like temperatures have been surpassing the triple digits into the 101 to 104 range. Centerville feeling like 104 right now. But a few locations you can see not feeling all that hot at the moment, at least in comparison. Fayette feeling like 89. That's because we've seen some scattered storms develop today. We were anticipating the better coverage of those west of I-65, and that's exactly what you'll see here from our first warning live radar. I'll take you down to some of the spots where we've got the rain. I was watching one small pocket of rain here very close to Adger. That is kind of starting to fade away, and that's typically how these thunderstorms go in the summertime. They'll produce some heavy rain. You might hear some loud thunder and even some gusty winds, but they typically don't last all that long. Another storm here near Hubbardville, stretching towards Bazemore, over towards Tucker, just north of Winfield along I-22 in Marion County, and then Carbon Hill to Howard. We've got some rain and thunder. This is a little bit stronger of a storm here in northwestern Marion County, below severe limits. But if you're near Bird, you are really hearing a lot of loud thunder. We've got lots of lightning and some heavy rain with that. Winds could be over 30 miles per hour with this storm as it continues over the next few minutes. And then eventually it will be fading away. So the overall pattern to really start the week is that we've got a ridge of high pressure in place, and that is creating some really hot temperatures along the east coast of the United States. But we're feeling the effects of that ridge as well. We've got the heat around. We've also got the humidity. This is what's allowing our feels like temperatures to soar into the triple digits, but we will have a few spotty storms early in the week to help cool down just a few locations. In fact, not many spots are going to get relief tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be another day where we see those temperatures climbing into the 90s, but factor in the humidity. Here's what it feels like. It feels like the triple digits in a lot of spots. This is a snapshot of 1 p.m. tomorrow afternoon. Overall rain coverage tomorrow is going to be very low, and the heat continues to build on Wednesday. Look at that temperature reaching into the middle 90s. Factor in the humidity. Here's what it's going to feel like in the early part of the afternoon. A lot of spots feeling like the triple digits. I would not be surprised if we do see heat advisories expanded across more of central Alabama. But on Wednesday, we're also going to see a pattern change, Jason.
That's right. Things start to shift back to more normal kind of heat for the end of June and early July. We go from that heat index that Taylor mentioned at 104 on Wednesday and trend it back down to where highs are in the upper 80s going into the weekend. Now, the reason for that is where that big ridge is placed and how strong it is. And underneath the core of that thing, all this purple, that represents the threat of extreme heat risk for people's health. Over the northeastern part of the country here from D.C. northeast, the heat index just going to be off the charts, feeling like 109 on Wednesday in D.C., 103 Columbia, South Carolina, 104 in Birmingham. Though by Thursday, the numbers are coming down because our ridge is beginning to weaken. An upper air low that's over the Atlantic begins to run into this and just sort of chew away at the southern end of it. And because of that, as the ridge weakens, it doesn't have that power to squeeze down on the atmosphere quite as much. So even though we've had a few storms on a daily basis, we're looking at much more widespread thunderstorm activity with this easterly wind flow coming around that ridge or coming around that upper low as the ridge begins to falter. This is what it looks like on Wednesday. Watch the explosion of thunderstorms, especially from near I-59 southward. It's really going to start eroding the heat and humidity and take away a lot of the unstable atmosphere that we have in place. And there's even a risk that a few severe thunderstorms could develop, especially southeast of Birmingham on Wednesday over into Georgia. And these are going to be moving backward, moving from Georgia into Alabama. Usually they move the other way, but these will be coming from east to west coming up on Wednesday afternoon. And then as we look forward and see more daily thunderstorms, some of us going to get a lot of rain here in the next 7 days. Some spots as much as 2 to 3 inches, others probably around a ½ inch to 1 inch. It's just the uneven nature of things this time of year. So the hottest day, Wednesday, 96. The heat index between 100 and 105. Then we see things trending back down to more typical heat as we head toward the weekend and the early part of next week. Sherry?
All right, Jason, unlikely friendship. How a pigeon and a Pomeranian have